let's look at some examples of failing businesses. All right, I believe most of you know about Borders bookstore. Now think about it. Why do you think they failed so badly? What happened to them now? You know, they're closing down or they've closed down in your region. What happened? You know, they used to be the place to go to. If you want to read a book in a comfortable place, have a cup of coffee. You know, some of my students actually shared a few things why they thought that their business model failed. Now, first of all, it really depends on the market. Now, there are so many ebooks that are out there available on Amazon, eBay, and they're so much cheaper. Okay, you can typically spend so much lesser on an ebook. If not an ebook, you can always ship the book that you want to your place. And it's a lazy economy these days. People just don't want to go out to just read a book. They might as well go to a library, right? And you look at the products that they sell, they're not cheap. They've got limited, they've got some, right, stationaries, but not that fantastic or anything. You know, they don't have any interesting campaigns, just that, you know, sometimes they invite performers, you know, band to sing, so people get lured into the bookstore. They've got autograph sessions with key authors. There are such things, yes, but over time, you know, it just lost its luster. Now, for some of my students in certain regions, especially in Asia, in which the parents are usually very competitive in ensuring that their kids do well in school and in exams. So they like to go to a bookstore in which you know, they sell assessment books, 10-year series, right? They love to buy those things for their children, okay? But at Borders, they don't sell assessment books. They just sell mainstream written books by authors. Yeah, many different categories of books, but it's not sustainable anymore in this economy. All right, now let's look at Kodak. Kodak failed. Now what happened? You know, they didn't innovate. They didn't change their business model. It's Kodak film. Who uses film these days? If you are, you must be a dinosaur. Okay, please don't be offended. It's a joke. Okay, even digital cameras. People don't use that often. As you know, unless you're a professional photographer, you use really good cameras, and even so, you can print these pictures yourself with a pretty good printer, a photo printer. So you typically don't need to go to places like Kodak anymore. And even so, there are, you know, photo printing companies that allows you to just plug your USB and print your photos out, and they're so cheap. Okay, nobody uses film these days, and because they fail to innovate and to create new service lines, it's not exciting anymore. Nobody uses Kodak these days. Okay, now let's look at the other brand, HMV. It used to be one of the coolest places that youngsters like us hang out, right? You've got people listening to music, different genres, and you know, just plug and play. It's so fun, it's so nice. And if you like the songs, buy a CD, right? So it's like a library, and it's pretty conducive, comfortable, yeah. But what happened? Now nobody really wants to buy a CD anymore. Okay. If you're a producer of LD, if you know what that is, a laser disc, that's even worse. No, I mean, if you own a videotape, you're really ancient. Okay, just joking. So, yeah, because people are able to download free songs on their phones, their apps, they can listen to the radio as and when, anytime, and if they just want to repeat a music video, they just go to YouTube. It's free and you can listen countless of times. That's it. So HMV is really, it is a dying business, right? Some of you might have heard about A&W. Okay, A&W is around since 1990. So what do they serve? They serve root beer, they serve waffle ice cream, curly fries, hot dog bun, right? Now, why did it fail? Okay, for some of you who are not familiar with this, it is a fast food chain. I think it is only available in certain regions or in certain countries, okay? But it is no longer popular, okay? Like some of the big brands like McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Wendy's, or whatnot, right? So, what happened? Now, if you realize, let's look at McDonald's as a comparison. Now, McDonald's doesn't fail to surprise people, especially children, with offerings, okay, like toys, but even their food choices. They're very creative, right? They have seasonal offerings. One moment you've got a Korean style burger, and then a teriyaki Japanese burger, and then the next thing is a salted egg burger or whatever, okay? And they're always innovating. You always see new products, right? So you won't get bored. Even their fries. So their car business, they still have burgers and fries, but you know, the kind of flavor that they create actually wants people to try, and they'll continue to visit McDonald's, right? So they also have McCafe. They realize that people love coffee, tea, and cakes, so they also offer those. And for those who are more health conscious, they even have got salad, right? So it caters to a wider crowd at the end of the day, and there are a lot of different options for you to choose from. Unlike A&W that failed to innovate, they failed to have new, interesting products. It's the same throughout for many years. Like this brand, Nokia. Many years back, I think more than 10 years back, many of us would have owned a Nokia phone, right? It is known to be very durable, very hardy. It's a great phone, okay, amongst many other brands. So it was a leading brand, mobile phone brand at that time. But right now, nobody uses such phones anymore. There are very few, if there are, or in certain, or people who are in certain lines, they probably carry these phones because they couldn't carry a smartphone with a camera. They're not allowed to do so, especially in military places and construction line, so on and so forth. So maybe some of them do have such a phone, but it's very rare, right? So what happened? Now, they've been a market leader for the longest time. They thought they could be there. They will be there for a long time. So they stagnated for a while until what was produced? Smartphones, right? Smartphones were produced. The first producer was Apple. Well, they never thought that Apple would be their competitor. Now, usually, right, you do a competitive analysis, and as a phone producer, you probably look at other phone producers as well, right? So you keep track of all these players, like Siemens, like Sony, and so many other brands out there. But you never thought that Apple at that time, 10 years back, probably only produce computers. That's all you think of. You will never think that a computer producer would also produce mobile phones, right? So they probably are not, Apple was probably not in their radar until at a certain point when they realized that, oh, they're starting to produce tablets. And these tablets, so-called tablets, iPads, have multiple usage and they're getting smaller, right? So if you can produce a smaller version of a computer, you definitely can produce a smaller version of the so-called iPad, and you have the iPhone. And for iPhone, you have so many other smartphone producers after. And Samsung came after. And there are many users who are using Android smartphones as well. Okay? So nobody wants to use, phones with buttons. Okay, so the failure to innovate can result in failing businesses. So you gotta be really careful. You gotta know what your target needs and wants, and you gotta constantly think of new ways to engage your customers, be it the service or the offerings. Okay, you know where your strengths lie, but you also need to have variety for your customers. There will be certain transition phases in which there are market changes or changes in market trends, and you really need to be up to date.